Fat, the podcast where you pull up a chair, grab a snack or beverage of your choice, and let's deep dive into, well, everything. Each week, me and some friends get together and chew the fat about the world as we see it. We'll be talking about the latest headlines, the movies everyone's raving about, or the ones that people should be, books you can't put down, and maybe even wrestle with some big questions, like theology, philosophy, and everything in between. So whether you're on your morning commute, at the gym, or just looking for some good company, we've saved you a seat. So let's get chewing. So I was just talking to Greg Jr. here about Florida. I don't know if it's just passed or passed and they finally let it that starting September 25th, Florida will be a constitutional carry, open carry state. And there's a lot of people that are upset about that and don't like that. So
Yeah,
there's
well, hey folks. Yeah, well, it's scary because you got the people that will certainly take advantage.
yeah,
So those that are just like, "Hey, we didn't need it before, we don't need it now." They got a good argument. And
yeah,
those that say, "You know what? I'd rather have it for the criminal than not have it. Better
the
to have it
classic
and not
have it and
need
not
it
need it.
than need it and not have it." Uh, that is a good argument too. Really good argument. So whichever way you fall, you know, it's 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 good and bad. It could be great. It could be horrible. So it could swing either way.
Yeah, I maybe you could call it naive, but I think people are inherently good. So the majority of people are inherently good, and I
Yeah.
think today's media has made it seem like everybody is terrible, where really almost everybody's just going about their day trying to just survive. So they're not, it's not the way it seems. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that shouldn't possess a firearm, let
Oh,
alone like, a kitchen knife.
yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
most are good, just want to go about their day. They don't want trouble, and it's for them so that if trouble comes, finds them. Plus, I mean, even Ted Nugent says like the more guns you have somewhere, the less crime, because people want your wallet. They don't want to lose their life. And
Right.
if it's 50-50 chance that this guy's gonna pull on me for stealing her purse, they're not gonna, take that
They don't
chance.
chance it. Yep, they don't chance it. It's true.
All right, I'm good. It's 50-50 shot. No pun intended.
Yeah, or pun intended.
Yeah,
I got a gnat
either
flying
way.
around I can't get rid of. Yeah, so I think, it passed for a reason. Enough people, or they believe that enough people can conduct themselves properly within a community that is open carry. So no
Yeah,
matter what law, no matter what change, you're always going to have the outliers that make it seem bad, make it seem like,
yeah. At the end of the world.
yeah, we made the wrong choice or whatever. And it's there, and everything too. There's a pendulum. It swings one way, it's gonna come back.
Yeah,
So you want to, in my opinion, and everything we say here is just opinion based.
yeah. It's every
We're not.
opinion. It's alleged. It's speculation. We're not experts in anything.
It could be what I believe, what you believe. Belief and knowledge are two different things. You know, I know I had uh, noodles, I had a salad, I had Texas toast for dinner. I know that because there's proof. I believe that I believe that tomorrow's dinner is spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't know yet because it hasn't happened. So I believe, we believe people are good. Um, and I know there are both kinds of people in the world because you can
Yeah.
see them, you can prove that, you can witness that with, different things that happen, like a random stabbing on a subway or shooting of a out outspoken person.
Yeah, that's obviously a public figure or a
Yeah.
person in the public eye.
So we're about beliefs. We do we do our research. We do try to figure out what's going on, so we're not blindsided by anything that comes our way. So when we're talking here, it's just here's what we want to talk about, converse, and chew the fat about. So um, I did want to bring up like the origin of this chewing the fat, and so start with just like the simple chewing the fat of it was that uh, that the sailors would have to preserve meat to take on a long journey, and so they would preserve it in salt, which would toughen the meat, so it would be quite a bit to get through. So when they were done with the day and they got to their eating, they would sit around and they could relax and talk about whatever, converse while chewing this fat, and that they really had to chew it to get it down. So chewing the fat became like, well, we're just gonna chit chat and talk about whatever. Open forum here. Maybe those sailors were like, I saw a mermaid, or whatever.
And
And
then
that's
they're
what
like,
the
"Yeah,
conversation
that
that day was
sounds like
about.
bullshit to me."
You asshole, that was a dolphin, you know? Uh, so,
Bullshit.
yeah. And then, so that I believe is the most accurate uh, version of it. Another one I saw was like, there's another saying called chewing the rag, which is just grumbling or complaining. And then they kind of just purse the two. But chewing the fat, I think, has to do with the fatty meats that would fat will last longer than lean meat, just like because of its chemical composition, because of its the muscle fibers versus fat fibers. So it makes sense. But I did find this too on the idea of theology is in the King James version of the Bible, Genesis. Let me find it so I can say it right. Genesis 45:18, and I have a Bible up, so it's not. I'm actually reading it right from you. 45:18 says, "Bring your father and your households and come to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land." So not exactly chew, but eat the fat of the land, chew the fat of the land. So be you get the best if you come my way now. You can read before and after that and get the whole context of it. But I just like a simple Google search showed it does kind of show up in the Bible. That's kind of cool.
That
Uh,
is cool.
I don't they don't mean the same thing. They mean you'll be rich and have the riches and not go hungry. I think in the Bible, where chewing the fat is just like you know gossip.
Yeah,
It's gossip hour.
chit-chatting and what have you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about like us. We're just and we picked chewing the fat because we're just gonna talk about whatever and have no. There's no um, there's no vitriol. There's no malice to our conversation. It's just chewing.
Yeah, it's just chit-chatting, talking, carrying on,
Yeah.
talking about our opinions on things and our perspectives from
So if you find this a little bit about us, um, we we live in separate states, but we are brothers of the same mother. Uh, in our family, it's we're brothers. We're not half
yeah,
brothers. The never even one time
I
said
don't
my
think
half brother. Not once in my life have I ever referred to uh,
I don't think I
you
did.
as
I
half
don't either.
brother.
It's
It,
just, yeah, my
it
brother.
it would it would have to be explained when they knew my dad, and it didn't add up because we have different dads. Like, wait, what? I mean, I met your dad. How come
Dude, what do you mean your
he
dad?
doesn't talk about
Your other.
your brother? And oh,
Yeah,
well, because we do have different dads. That's the only time it came up. Like, is that we both have an older sister that is from a different dad, different than our two dads,
yeah,
and it's just our sister. It's not just. It's silly to like. Well, we were raised that way. It's silly to like. You're just family. There's
yeah.
no discernment there. Family is family. Your family. So just thought I'd mention that. Um,
This is this is also our second stream, our second episode,
yeah,
but it is our first one streaming to uh
platforms.
multiple platforms at the same time. So, and so far I've checked on my phone, they're all look like they're working, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I guess I could go to Facebook and see if mine does it. I don't know
But
if it would just
it's not
randomly come up or what.
I that's why I don't it's just like if you're searching for it,
Oh, so can I tell you about this dream I had? And
yeah,
it pertains to you. I mean, it pertains to nobody else listening, really. I mean, maybe eventually they'll be like, "Oh, I heard that episode." Um,
and I've had
so
something similar.
I had this dream that I was driving with Steph, and she was taking me somewhere, and I'm closing in on 50 years old. So in my dream, I was about to be 50. We pulled up to a motel, not a hotel, motel where the doors are on the outside, and it was like a corner setup, like driving in or whatever. You're driving in, and the building was just an
An
L.
L shape. Yeah.
Yeah. So pulling in, park. There's a bunch of people standing around. I get out and I'm like, oh, what what are we doing? And I see all these people, so I know she had set up like a surprise party, but everybody was outside. Like maybe they should have been inside, but they were outside. So I'm looking around and I see like her two aunts, and I'm like, hey, and then I'm like, where's Aunt Terry? And then like she files through a bunch of people, and I was like, oh hey, and I give her a hug, and I turn around and there's Pops. Now Pops we call Pops, your dad is Pops. So there's Pops, and in great Pops fashion, he's wearing like big old cargo shorts, no shirt, and he's like, "Hey, Greg," uh, and he comes over and gives me a hug, and then and he goes, "Oh, let me back up," because prior to that, a woman walks by, which looks just like Mom. So I'm like, "Mom," and I walk over that way towards her. So we're in the corner of the L, and this woman is walking towards like across me to the doors or whatever. And it's Mom. 100% it's Mom. Gray hair, everything. And she's walking by, and I go, "Mom," and then I like rush over, like, "Mom," and she turns around and like a wig comes off, and it's some other lady, and I'm like, "Ah," right. So then I turn back towards the crowd, and Steph, who is my wife, is like, "I don't know," you know, and I was like, like kind of sad about that, right? All this
Yeah,
joyous stuff going on, but I'm like, that sucks. Like, and then Pops comes out. This is where Pops comes out in Pops fashion, like cargo shorts, no shirt. "Hey, Greg, come over here. Come over here. I got something. Come here." So I turn around, and he opens the motel room, and out comes real Mom,
oh, wow.
like it was a setup, or this lady was a setup to distract me. I don't know. Or in my dream state, I was like, "No, I want to see my mom."
Yeah,
So pre- represent right now. Get it out here. So anyway, she comes out, give her this huge hug, and it was so real. The mom hug.
yeah,
And I was just like, oh, melt. And then I kind of look up, but I'm just looking at hotel doors behind
yeah,
her, and I think to
excuse
myself for
me.
that moment, I do not want to wake up. I just want to stay right here for a moment. So I just stay there. And I look up and I turn around and I'm like, damn it, this is a dream. Like, realize I'm in a dream. Damn it. And then I woke up and I was in the back of my truck, the back of my semi. Like,
Oh,
oh,
that's a bummer.
but that was pretty cool. It was like that moment, that oh no. Have you had dreams of mom yet?
I don't I don't remember any of my dreams really.
Oh,
I just go to sleep. I mean, and that's it. I read and I don't remember anything. I've had like one of my friends, I've had like because I've been getting more into prayer and stuff like that and tuning in. And I had I guess you can call it a daydream or a vision. Like it was
yeah.
so clear. So one of my friends is a alcoholic. You know me, I used to drink it. I used to be an alcoholic, a bad alcoholic. So I started getting into Stoicism and reading
Yeah.
Stoicism, and that's in the essence, you're a master of yourself. My
Hmm.
thoughts, my feelings, my actions. And when I was drinking, I was not a master of myself. I was out of control of myself. So that's what reeled me in. So he is having a hard time. So I actually bought him when he was here. I met him working when I worked at UPS, and I went on Amazon and I bought him I think I got him a hardback Daily Stoic. So every day, and he was
Oh,
reading it,
okay.
and he was doing good. And he went out west for a concert to see his favorite band, started partying, drinking again, and then
Yeah.
he was out in Colorado, and he called me at, like, 8 in the morning, my time, Eastern Time,
Yeah.
and he was just obliterated. So, I said to him, like, maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe you start reading the Bible. He just started cackling, laughing, right?
Yeah,
So,
and that
I,
especially in that state,
yeah, so,
belligerent, just like,
yeah,
yeah, that's nothing.
so later I used the Hallow app to pray. So I was out on the lanai, uh, praying, and I had this perfect vision. Like him and I were sitting on the lanai. I'm like, hey, just I'm gonna have you listen to this app. Just give it a chance. And we were
Yeah.
sitting there. He was like kind of chuckling at first, and then started being receptive. And he actually got something out of it in this daydream or this because it was clear, like he was sitting there,
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
and
good.
I uh I messaged him the other him and I have a shared playlist on YouTube, and
Okay.
I actually talked to him. I was like, "Hey, the only way I know you're alive is you keep adding songs to the playlist." And he's like, "I know, that's pretty bad." I was like, and we talked after I
Yeah,
sent that message. I was like, "At least I know you're alive because you're adding songs." I'm like, "I don't think somebody that's if you were found dead or whatever, somebody's adding songs for you.
yeah,
You just
random
keep adding
person.
songs." Yeah.
We don't
I'm like,
wanna
"Well,
let
what's"
this guy in on it.
Yeah,
Whoever this,
but
2 dudes in songs is.
yeah, but he's back on the path. He should, he's back on the sober path, and it's good for him. He's got a good environment now. He went back. What's funny is he's gone full circle, and he's back. He came from Cali and came here. He's got family here and
Oh,
was
okay.
working here, and now he's back in California.
Nice.
But I try to keep in touch with him, text him, and call him every couple weeks, make sure everything's good. But that's that's the Hallow app. They were doing they're still doing the St. Michael's Lent and Vice,
Yeah,
Virtue Over Vice by Fulton Sheen is like they get a lot of their stuff from that. And that's what I told him. It's like for the 1 week, the vice was lust, and a lot of people think lust is just the flesh, but you could lust over
yeah,
multiple
anything.
things.
Yep.
Yeah. So I told him that just give it a try. I think I sent him the link to Hallow too. So I was like, just give it a try because maybe at this point in your life and it's Fulton Sheen, you have to find something that you love more than what you're lusting for,
Yeah, any kinda
and that.
guidance, any kinda, yeah, that helps so much. That's awesome.
But he's doing better, and that's good, and he's getting back into reading the Daily Stoic because I mean, it's my opinion that Stoicism and Christianity complement each other quite quite nicely, that they're not contradictory philosophies. It's, Stoicism is to be the best person you can, control what you could do, control yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
D wants to join.
Oh, okay. Bring him in.
Is it
Is that Dave
I
Thomas?
said, "Yeah. Yeah."
What up?
Come on
Yo.
in.
You guys are still on, so I was like, you know what? Let me uh
Yeah,
join
we're
and
gonna
see what's
probably go
up.
on. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
probably close it off at 11, and then I can listen to my nightly prayers and go to sleep.
Oh, no.
Nice.
But
I bumped my mic.
welcome, welcome. D has
Welcome,
joined the
welcome.
chat.
You're
He's
all welcome.
my oldest friend. He's my oldest friend. He's Greg's uh, best friend, one of his best friends.
Yeah, best bud.
I like that little
Very best.
scrolling font you
Yeah.
got going. That's
I know. I
awesome.
thought that I was playing around with it. It was pretty cool. We're live on Rumble,
So we
YouTube,
don't have a video for
Facebook,
you.
and
Are you on?
X.
You
I'm on. I don't have like a setup
you
spot.
don't have to
That's why I was
video.
like, no camera.
Yeah, you're good. If you don't want to, that's good. We can hear
Yeah,
you.
it's all right.
How
Yeah.
do I sound? This is my new mic.
You sound really good.
Yeah, and then
The
I
volume's like
I
perfect.
gotta update these earphones. Yeah, the volume thing took a moment. We
I
were
can
messing
imagine.
around. We did a test
Yeah,
one
we
before
were
this
playing
one.
around, yeah. We did an
Come on,
unlisted
cat.
video and just to try what oh, maybe it's not,
Yeah.
I gotta still, this is just in the infancy stages. There's like software I can get all kinds of graphics and stuff like that, but
Yeah, it's still good though. I like that scroller is nice.
yeah,
It
and
adds a little bit to it. Can go
find
to
me on
here.
social media, Captain Cassar 87. That's
So
my
I
handle
wonder.
everywhere.
Let's see if I can find this on Facebook because we should be live. Oh, what's the other one? Instagram?
I don't know if it's
We're
on
live.
Instagram.
What was the other one? X
YouTube, Facebook.
and Twitter
Yeah,
or X?
it's not X. Or no, it's not Instagram. It is we're Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, and X.
Oh, YouTube. Okay, let's try YouTube. It is X and X, right?
Oh, I know this person.
Let's
Oh,
see.
this
Oh, cool. You can share the link. That's cool.
How do I find? Oh, hmm. Did you? Oh, you sent the link. Let me try that. You sent the link through Chewing the Fat. Let me see what happens when I click it here. Can I just
well,
watch it?
you'll probably try to get it on. Bless you.
Oh yeah, it will. It'll. I'll be just on twice. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rumble Studio.
Oh man, that was a good sneeze.
No.
Yeah.
I wonder how I look up. I don't know how to like do it without. How do I just watch it so I can see what it looks like for everybody else? That's all.
You
I,
just
I'm
go on
curious
Facebook or
for
X
where
and search
you.
me.
Okay, so Facebook. Search what?
Just search me.
Just type me.
Yeah. Q.
Wow, me. There's a 1,275 me's.
Me.
It's not
Oh, that's
working.
funny. Well, I
It should
typed
say it's
me in.
like
It didn't
you're
pop
live now.
up.
Okay, I'm on. I'm on you. But how
Why
do
didn't
we figure out you're live?
it used to pop up at the top where they post stories, whoever would be live, but it doesn't even say that. Like the live people would be first,
Oh.
but I don't even see that.
Yeah, you have to like search on, but I'm going on my phone and you have to just go on my page.
Okay, so from your page, then where?
It should be like my circle. Well, uh, X is it's right on the top. So you go to my profile, it's the first thing you see. And then for Facebook, if you go on my profile, let's see here.
Reels?
If you go on my like find me and search me
I got you
and
up.
my for on my phone it shows a red circle around my profile picture and then live at the bottom.
Nope. I'll show it. I'll show you.
Weird.
So then let's try it. X. Oh, there's X. I know I have it. I don't go on X Live. X. Oh, yeah, I don't have X. I did have X. Oh, well, I don't have it. So, what do you got going on, Mr.
Mr.
DT?
D.
DT.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's
Well, I like how this
oh,
is working. I just need a new head of set phones,
yeah.
new set of headphones.
New
Uh,
set of headphones.
well,
Yeah.
now that we have Dave on the show, let's just talk about the biggest thing
Okay.
recently is Jimmy Kimmel getting his show canceled and the calamity of the outcries of freedom of speech, which that's what I tell everybody. You're not losing. Nobody's losing their freedom of speech. Jimmy Kimmel still has all his other platforms that he could say whatever he wants on. He could go out
Yeah.
to in the street and say whatever he wants to say. Like nobody's losing. It's like that's why I said like no shirt, no shoes, no service. Doesn't mean that you can't walk around with no shirt and no shoes if you want to. You can. You just won't get service here. Like I think I was thinking about it earlier that like freedom of speech comes with, and I don't think a lot of people think of this, but freedom of speech comes with like a responsibility. You're responsible for your speech. You're responsible for the repercussions of your speech. Like you can't say bomb on an airplane. Yes, you can, but there are repercussions.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
what you
yeah.
say,
What
for
you
sure.
can't do is incite panic or
Yeah,
fear. You can't
or
do it
make
without
threats of bodily
ramification.
harm.
Can you do it? Yes. Physically, you can say it. I can say shamalama ding dong. I said
Mm,
it. It's out.
shamalama,
It's out there.
ding dong.
Is there ramifications? Well, no, because it didn't scare anybody. But if I
Yeah.
say uh, I'm gonna ignite this bomb in a bunch of crowded people and get people to react, I've caused panic, and it shouldn't be allowed because why?
Because it caused panic.
Because then what happens from there is harm and injury. And so when that happens, then you being the cause of that, there should be ramifications. You can't go around just freaking people out.
Well,
Right.
in the case of Jimmy Kimmel, even before he made his remarks, it was let's just say public knowledge that uh, the alleged assassin was a member of a particular group. Like it was official. Uh, I could be wrong. If there's anybody watching in the comments, you could say I think it was well declared that he was a member of a certain demographic before Jimmy Kimmel's show, and then Jimmy Kimmel said something that was completely the opposite of official, would just say official narrative.
Yeah,
Like, so in that
or
case,
proven
yeah, or proven otherwise. Like,
true. Yeah,
and
gotcha.
I was never a big Jimmy Kimmel fan myself, so it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Here's the problem that I think is the problem is there's tons of stuff going on that has no bearing on people's day-to-day lives, but there's such and I like this word, there's such a calamity
Yeah,
Yeah.
calamity.
about stuff that has nothing to do with your life. How does Jimmy Kimmel going off the air affect I mean, I guess if you watch it every night and it's part of your nightly routine,
Sure.
but how many people is that, you know? I heard his viewership was declining, so
It's already
Well,
on the.
I shared a graphic with the both of you. This graphic is coming out by the ratings on the public broadcast system that they still use for TV, and it's
Oh,
the
okay.
Neil graphic. And earlier
Yeah.
in the summer, Stephen Colbert was canceled for the drop of viewership. Now we can go ahead and we can argue the point of he said what he said, and that's what moved them to do this. I think it was just the thing on the tip of the iceberg that cracked it because he was already about to go that way because the ratings were plummeting and he was putting it into the tank. And that was just the last straw, and when you public access, not public access, cable television, you have to, yes, the FCC is regulatory, it is on there for a reason. Sponsorship, you have to be able to pay those sponsors. There's a lot more to that contract than just being able to get your contract and go on stage and say and speak your mind. And as
Because
much as
then
I want to,
you have to make the company money, or they're not gonna
yeah,
get
exactly. It's a
they're not gonna
business.
keep you.
It's a business, correct. As much as I want to say, you know, uh, freedom of speech shouldn't be taken away. I mean, like you just said, there's actions and repercussions, not just for yourself, but also if you work and represent a business. So,
Yeah.
and to me, this isn't cancel culture. I don't look at this as him being canceled. This is consequences for your actions. This is consequences, like you just said, for what you are saying. This isn't cancel culture. Cancel culture is like me digging up old tweets 10 years ago by the
Yes.
both of you and then throwing it in today's world and saying this is uh I can't believe you said this, and I'm trying to hold you accountable for those things that make no sense in the timeline that we're in currently. That's cancel culture. So
Yeah.
this isn't cancel culture at all. This is just you are way out of line. You're coming at it from a different angle. You're putting too much of your personal opinion on this, and he's been doing that for a while. I used to look at those late night shows as like, okay, the end of the night's coming to a close. I want to pause reality and I want to enjoy my evening and a kind of escape.
That's like what is the Johnny Carson interview that's circulating? That
Right.
he's like, "Why would you come here for any kind of serious talk? That's not what the show's about. That's not what it's for. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to take" yeah, like you said, a little break from reality. And, that's I think that's why Fallon is still going because it I haven't watched his show in a while, but the ones I have, he has Jason Momoa throwing axes. He's got funny sing-alongs, it's he tries to have fun on his show. He'll have, like, a little jokey monologue like everybody else about current events, and then let's have some fun. Let's sing a
Did,
song in the style of Louis Armstrong.
did you see what he had to say on his monologue about Kimmel being canceled?
No.
Jimmy Fallon. He did a little opening on the day after that Kimmel was canceled. And he goes, yeah, and you know what? I want to say a few things about it, and it does make me feel a little bit because Jimmy's my friend. He's like, I got text all day from my dad saying you got fired because his dad confuses Jimmy Fallon with Jimmy Kimmel. It's been a
Yeah.
run-on joke for Jimmy Fallon, and so that's been a thing. And so he made light of it like that, starting out, like his dad was confused. He's like, I can't believe you got fired. And he's like, I didn't get fired. That's Kimmel. I'm Fallon. And then he opened up the gates where he goes, and okay, so but in all seriousness, I want to say this. And when he went to go speak, they like overdubbed him, and it was like audio message that played in the studio. Mr. Trump, President Trump has been so phenomenal, and he's like acting like he's saying something else, but you can't hear it. It
Yeah.
was actually kind of funny. So like in that retrospect, that
Yeah.
satirical comedy that he was doing was funny. He wasn't
Yeah.
using his own opinion. He was, but we couldn't hear it. And what we heard was, "Oh, I think Trump's 7 months in office so far has been awesome." And you can see him kind of being angry in his face, and he's saying whatever. You can't read his mouth. And it was actually kind of funny. He made light of the situation,
She'll
and it
be
was
back.
like what late night should be doing.
Yeah. It's, it's and like Carson said, like, you have a you're there that's your purpose is to make people laugh, and then people think they have this platform that I have to be now it's I have a platform, I'm gonna say what I my opinions now. Well, that's not why we put you on the show.
Yeah.
That's not why we
That,
gave you the show, is to say we gave you the show to make money and be funny. It's it's
entertain.
almost like the little kid
Our
from
job is to entertain.
Wedding Crashers, "Make me a balloon clown." Like, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
we we didn't turn on your
Dance,
show for
sneaky dance.
your if I wanna watch anything political, I'll put on the news channel, but
Well,
if I
that is, yeah. Well, that people think maybe he got complacent. I mean, it
yeah,
seems in
that's
not maybe he did like get complacent and thought, well, I'm clear, I'm safe, I can
I
talk,
could do what I want. Yeah,
say what I
that's a
want,
lot of people. I think that's a lot of
and
people in that
he
circle.
and that's kind of the f around and find out. So he did it, and he found out.
Yeah,
But uh, it's this was a good test. I like it. I want new headphones, but I like my mic, and it sounds great. I think, and I'm
yeah,
yeah,
gonna
you sound
get the
perfect.
stand.
sounded good
The
on me.
stand will be in tomorrow, so maybe we can do another test with the stand. And
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
then I got
What is tomorrow,
this
Monday? Yeah.
long cord.
I know,
So
my headphone cord isn't that long, but
the
I don't need
headphone
that much
cord,
space.
yeah, the headphone cord would be, but I'd always be near the mic because, like I had tested out, you got to be 6 to 12 inches away. So this is pretty good.
How is my audio? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
So
That's just the laptop audio, so
the laptop mic, you're that far away, so that works.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Any,
I'm gonna say good night.
yeah,
I actually woke up at 3 a.m. prior to today, so
that's right, you 3 AM, did you
we're
make it to church? Or were you late?
yep. I was a little bit late, but not too late for the sermon. The
Fashionably.
music, fashionably late, musically late. I missed the first few songs. We opened with song, praise and song, and so I missed. As I was walking up, they were still singing, so I was like, "Oh, all right." And then the pastor came up with some prayer, and they were just about to do your tithings
Yeah,
when tithe and offerings, and I got in there, and I walked in. It was like actually a perfect moment to walk in late,
yeah,
if there
nice.
ever was one. So then I got the whole sermon, so it it worked out pretty good. And I wasn't there last week, so um, it's a really good group, a really uh, fine group of people because they they knew I was gone last week. They knew why I was gone, and then they were like, "Oh, good to see you back. I'm glad you made it." And they thought I was just getting done with drill today, so they thought
yeah.
because all they knew I was at drill last week, last Sunday, so they thought I was still gone. And they're like, "Did you just get back today?" And I was like, "Well, yes, but not drill. I was out on the road driving my truck,
Okay.
delivering the foods."
Well,
So
yeah, we'll call it a night. What are all the kids have to say? Like, smash that like button, subscribe,
thumbs up,
you know,
you
thumbs
know,
it up.
everywhere you can, anywhere you can throw a thumb.
Yeah,
Boom.
thumbs it up, like it, subscribe
Like
to
it.
it, turn on those
Share,
notifications.
share it to your friends so they can
Yeah,
find us,
tell your friends,
and we'll
and
have a better. This was a test run, so hopefully we
yeah.
have some. We not hopefully we will have better combos, better
Well,
things
we'll
to chew
have
the
more
fat
topics.
over.
This was just
Exactly.
a impromptu kind of like, oh, let's go on live and see what's up.
Yeah, test the mic, test
Yeah,
this. Add a scroll. I like it.
yeah,
All right, good night, gentlemen.
yeah.
Good night,
All right.
sir. Good night,
Everybody have a
sirs.
good night. What is it?
And
What
and
what's he say?
you know what?
Safe tomorrow. Have a
And a
good
safe
night and a
tomorrow.
safe tomorrow.
And
What is
maybe
that? Walter
because
Cronkite?
maybe, but we can make our own during because of chewing the fat. And I just explained it was salt preserved meat that made it tough. So you know what? Keep it salty.
Yeah, keep it
Just
salty.
hey guys, enjoy. Keep it salty.
All right. All right.
Good
Bye.
night.